Well, it's not raining now, 11:30 Monday morning. 1.25 inches since noon yesterday, on top of the nearly 3 inches the 24 hours prior to that. So since it's not raining now, this is all spring water from under my basement. Let's see what this looks like in here. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. That corner's dry. Got some water right there. Not along there. That makes me very happy. We got water here, but it appears to be confined to this area. We don't have any more water flowing out of here. So it looks like all of this was overflow before I got that properly plugged in. And perhaps what's getting past here. So I need to look at this. I hope I do not have to move the safe. So we still have water coming in here. It is still wet back here with a little water coming out here. The only thing that can account for this is obstructions, dust, dirt, whatever buildup in the channels underneath the plywood that are backing it up, coming out here, flowing out here, and also coming up through the plywood. The water is not coming up through the plywood. This is day 2. I'll figure this out on day 3. I'm just going to have to devise something to reach back in here and clean out these channels between the 3/4 and 1x2s there. But this is manageable. The problem was caused by my not having this plugged in quite all the way. And that's why my basement flooded. It's looking pretty good now. I can pull wedges out and that pry bar out, get my door closed again, get heaters in here, and move some air around, get this cleaned up. Yes, that's a towel. My old mop bore out and I threw it away. Forgot to buy a new one. So, a towel. Wipe this up with a paper towel. Got heat on it now. Fan there, heater fan there, radiant heater here, and pulling these wedges out. And then, where's my slat? See how much crap is under here. Yeah, quite a bit. See if this will go down now far enough I can get the door shut. Now, still too much sawdust and crap under there. I have to get something thinner than that to snake it out. And that probably means sheet metal. So much crap. Oh, I know exactly what I have. I have a saw blade. Fingers open if I'm not careful. Perfect. Dehumidifier is going to be working overtime the next week or two. Well, it's been a long day. Been away for most of it. Bought 4 large plastic boxes, see-through types. 3 of them are now full of wood. The other one is full of sandpaper. The one over there labeled Hunt is now full of wood. And the one down here is also full of wood. And the water is slowed to a trickle, although we're supposed to get 4 or 5 inches in the next 2 or 3 days, maybe more. This is still working. It's still weeping a little bit here. This heater fan controls it. It never advances. I think what the problem causing all this is, most of it's residual, but I think there might be still a trickle of water coming out. But here's what I think it is. There's one of these right next to the wall. I think water's coming down under that and getting behind this and going down the wall, coming out under the gun safe. Don't want to move the gun safe. It has these shelves resting on it, and I built these shelves right up against it. When I put this in a bunch of years ago, I said, good thing I'll never have to move this again. And I'm going to stick to that. So here's the plan. This, I'm going to gunk up the end and the bottom with this wet dry application roof patch. Put it on the end, on the bottom. Pry this up, stuff this up here against the wall like that, but under the floor, and bring this end right out to there, so that anything that comes up along that will come down inside, not outside. And yes, the floor will be up a little bit in this corner, but I really don't care. I've got this pried up far enough I can get this underneath it all the way back to there. Hardly changes the profile of the floor at all. See, that's how evil looking stuff. And that will do it. I think I'll get this up just a little more so I don't have to drag this. Put it right out to there. That looks about right. Make sure it's all the way in there. Right there. Right there. Now, with any luck, any water coming down anywhere over there will be deflected out here and go straight down. I will know in the morning if that works. It occurs to me, if I wedge these up a little bit, it gives the water a better flow. Underneath these, at least down in here, this down here I can't do anything about until this monsoon is over and everything is dried up. Things are looking a lot better, a lot drier. Replace this box with a bucket. I just have to empty it more often. Got to find a place to put my container of sandpaper. Might fit under here, but then what will I do with all that crap? Check into that tomorrow. Right now, I believe it's right past cocktail hour, 10 past cocktail hour. I can finish my beer and go inside as soon as I shovel this stuff up and move those cans out from under there so the floor can dry. I've still got that water coming up for some reason back there. Yesterday, this time, this was going off every minute and 45 seconds. Now, I've been down here an hour or two. I only heard it go off once. There's probably a lot of crap in here I just plain do not need. But you never know, it might come in handy someday. Gotta get back to this and those. More blanks over there. All these boxes are full of blanks. But not today. It's been raining all night. Appears to be about 3 inches in the gauge. God knows where this is coming from. But this is coming from off the roof and out from under the basement floor. A lot of crap that's headed for the trash. Fingers are crossed. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. What is going on? Well, this is working. Here we go. Okay, this water's coming out over the top of the floor. It's coming out. Coming up through. This is not from here. This is coming up from outside. It's not coming from here. Got this little seep here, which has stopped. That is new. A little bit coming down here, but that's not going to hurt anything. What's hurting is all that coming up. Now this here, dry back there, so this is working, sending all this water this way. My, oh my. Good back here, but the water is not flowing out from under here. Something's jamming it. I've got to move a little bit of stuff here. A lot of stuff here. First thing I have to do, this is the most water I've ever seen here. Occurs to me, this water is coming up along the wall back there, might be from the spring underneath the floor. Maybe my 4-inch pipe is not sufficient for drainage. There is also, I've never seen water come up here, but there is this crack in the slab. I don't think any water's coming up there. What I hope is it will drain out under the sill faster than it's coming in. You won't know that for a little while. Ah, shit. Don't want this under the sill. After all this is dry, should be 2 or 3 days, I need to seal that. It takes 55 seconds to pump it out instead of 45, so we get a lot more inflow. That's interesting, the water's flowing back down into here from up here. So it's coming up on the side. So I think it's coming down inside this wall. Yeah, I gotta move stuff on top of the freezer. We get to Costco about once a year. And when we go, we stock up. So what I've got here is this and some weather stripping. It's any good. Doesn't stick anything. It's okay. And I should direct that water back into here and down, but I don't know how much is coming in back over here. Well, I got major work to do when the rainy season's over. So I was wrong about one thing. The problem is not water being dammed up under here. These plywood sheets go exactly up to the wall. You need to bring them back a 1/4 inch. Let the water flow down under it. I'm never going to be able to seal it all. I've just got to provide paths for its flow that don't do too much damage around here. If I can get everything to go into the sump, fine. I'm becoming less enchanted. Not that I ever was enchanted with the contractor who put this house in. The problem here is this flowing in. Gotta go up there and see what's up there, which means a trip under the house, which I'm not looking forward to. So there's that wall over there. This water is getting up over the top of that wall somehow. Yep, about an inch of water there. I'm not going in there without waders. Well, I can come in from the other end though. High temperature yesterday, 6 o'clock in the evening, 60 degrees. Low overnight, 58. Well, it's wet here too. Can't remember how I got under here. It's dry up here. Down here is gravel underneath, not concrete. And dry. This is the far end of the crawl space. Dry. Damn, this is hard on the knees. The rocks under here. I'll be tearing up my rain jacket on things here. All up in there is wet from the far side. But it should be right here where the water is coming in. And it is. So I've got to seal that up. This is the fun part. Getting back out of here. On the way out's the way I came in. Or it's coming in all along there. The only thing to do there is to put a roof over that entire long deck. Might do that. I think the way to solve this water problem is put a roof over this entire deck. Keep the rain out of here. Take this one more time. Put down the rain gauge. And break it. 60 days to the road. Water coming in across there. There's nothing I can do right now. So here we are at the end of day 3. When I emptied the rain gauge just after noon, 3 1/3 inches in the previous 24 hours. Just glancing at the gauge now, it looks like we're closing on another inch 4 hours later. Okay, we'll have day 4 of this tomorrow.